as a casual player you will most likely nearly only do flat jumps, since it's hard to notice how to do the others. But they're not harder, they're just not... They are not the natural way of jumping. So the others are these. I jump a lot up and down there in the air. You get these by pressing the jump button very slowly. Have much time in between each jump. What the timing exactly is up to you. You just have to try get the exact jumping as good as possible. So let's go back over here. One thing you want to learn is the distance you dash after a jump. You need a really good feeling how far Alice will move. Oops, that wasn't intentional. So we jump around this edge here and just naturally dash. We like always dash in this game. Whenever you can, just dash. After this cutscene, I'll do one dash to the right and pick up the paper grinder, go around this, and go up until this point, like still inside of the doorway. Let me show you the angle. It's around here. You shoot up in the air with the teapot. And then I'll dash forward into the trigger. The trigger is that green box there. So aim up there, shoot and dash into the cutscene. After the cutscene, the hive will be killed. That's something pretty useful. So sometimes those hives won't drop. There it is. That's a little strange sometimes. And if they drop, they tend to sometimes need a long time. Oh wait, let me show you that jump. But get over here and jump up here. It's again the slow jumps. That's a very unnatural place to do the slow jumps. If you normally, as a casual, would go here and want to go up there, you will want to press your jumps as fast as you can, since for whatever reason. And if you do it really good, as you have seen, it even works if you do the fast jumping. But you mustn't do a pixel of a problem here. So as you can see, I can't really get it again, because it is really close. That's why slow jumping, even if it feels weird, just jump, jump, then you will get up. At least the third jump will get you up. It saves a little bit of time going around this rock here. So kill the guy here, the black one, then while walking forward, shooting the snout. The walking forward is important, since normally there are bolter flies around and they will attach to you, then you can't shoot. You don't want that to happen, so you move. After a cutscene, you just jump dash until you can see Alice again. The camera will zoom in back in. Then you get here, shoot left of the basket with your teapot and dash in. So you will kill the basket before it actually the cutscene for the Duchess is triggered. So hello Rafferty. Yes, whoa, wait, no, you don't skip it. Actually, you don't skip it. You still get both cutscenes, but you can skip them in one go. It's like 2 presses and no time in between, so you have it skipped instantly. Here's now an interesting skip. Normally you have to do 2 snouts in here and some butterfly hives and such, but I can show you with wired frames enabled. There's a green box over there, as you can see. The flying one. That vertical, no, horizontal. The horizontal one. You need to touch it, then you will spawn up there. That's the next area. How to do this? Normally, the normal jumps is not enough. You can not reach it by an inch or something. So we need a new jump. We call it the glitch jump, glitch extra jump, whatever. This trick is like the hardest trick to learn in the game. Once you have it, you will need it all game. The whole game, the route just depends on this glitch. You don't know how much. How to do it. You jump 3 times in the air, then float a little and let go of your jump button for exactly 1 frame and repress it within that time. So I can show you with pause, if I can find the pause there. So I jump, float. This is like now the in-game pause. I have now let go of my button, as you can see on the bottom. I can now unpause for 1 frame and jump again. Didn't quite work. You can do it like that. I haven't done it in quite a while. It's no freeze. It's the pause button on your keyboard. The game does give you this possibility. You just press it and you will get a pause game. It's no glitch something, it's in the engine. So this little trick, the glitched extra, you will need it here to reach the height. So 3 jumps in the air, then release the jump button at the last jump for exactly 1 frame and repress it. Let's see if I can do it first try. There we go. As you have seen, I touched the barrier or gone through it. Now I'm beyond the area from just now and spawn up here. Here will the slithering ruin be introduced, so there's a cutscene trigger right in front of me. There's now 2 possibilities. You can see it, it's the blue one here. It's one of the rare occasions, the blue one is a cutscene trigger. Either you go around, you can skip the trigger completely and do not get a cutscene, but it's not worth it. It should be longer, it should take more time since you already are in front of the actual trigger. Let me disable. I can't disable them completely. That's what you not want. I didn't want to touch it. You, after the cutscene or the death, you just dash into it or jump dash into it to get some distance while the cutscene plays. Okay, this one is rather difficult. Well, not so much, but it's a bit annoying since you can't see the trigger. This green thing here is a cutscene trigger. It will make you slow walk all the time until the cutscene is done, and there will some rocks fall around here. It's nothing important, it's just visuals, but you will slow walk during that, and that costs time and you can't skip it. So what you want to do, I go to this crack here. It's the, let me go back here, it's the second crack, like 1 crack, 2. Then on gamepad it is better to turn the camera like this, because we will jump over there in this direction. On keyboard it's not as important, you can just turn the camera while jumping. So I'll turn it for this. You jump 1 jump out, 2 jumps around and dash back onto the platform. Then you're around the trigger without doing the cutscene. Dash forward, so you hear. Now, if you have played the game, it's a bit difficult to see where to go since it looks different than you're used to. You jump forward, 3 normal jumps, a dash at the end. You will get exactly on top of this. Dash forward and jump on top of this mushroom and float just forward until it's not floatable anymore, And then you do jump dash again. Like at the very last moment, jump dash. You will get either exactly on top of the mushroom or a bit before. It's within this range, it's not important. You get on the mushroom and jump over there. Remember, you only can have 2 jumps after you use the mushroom spring. This can be really annoying if you're not used to it. So once I get on top of this platform, there's another cutscene playing automatically. There's not even a trigger here, or at least I don't know of a trigger. You can jump above of that trigger. You mustn't hit the ground. So I jump up and do 3 flat jumps, one of the rare occasions of flat jumps, and walk off the edge. You can jump after you have fallen a certain distance. It saves a little time, not much, but it doesn't cost any effort. So here's another trigger. I'm already inside of it, but the actual really trigger starts just ahead of me. You want to jump over it. It's 3 jumps and a dash, and you're inside of this area. This is a fighting area. Normally you have to fight 5 ruins and Ultifly Hive, but after you skip this trigger, they won't spawn, and we can do the train skip. Why the train skip? Because there's a train. This trick requires the glitch jump. Again, I'll show it in 2 different ways. First, the faster one, but it's a tiny little bit harder. Is it? No, it's a little bit more random, but it's as hard as the other. Important, we want to get on this mushroom on top of this tree. You can see the hitbox of the tree, it ends on top. Yes, it's the area with all the boulder flies and such. It can be pretty annoying if you have to play it. So let's get on top of the tree here. I jump on top of the mushroom. That's an important note. We can do... let's compare it. I walk onto the mushroom. Now look how far on top of the tree I get. It's somewhat of the upper parts. Let's do this, and it's a little bit easier. It's not quite enough to get on top of there, or it's very hard to get on top of there. Now, if I jump on top of it, I get a little bit higher, and that little bit higher is important. So you want always to jump on top of mushroom springs to get some extra height. Now, 2 jumps, high jumps, so slow jumping, and a glitched extra at the end. And then you need to hit the tree. Up there I wanted it. I should have taken the other. Come on. I'm still not really warmed up, so glitch jumps are hard. Okay, there we go. So now I stand on top of the tree, as you can see. Or it's not really on top, but we call it on top. We now aim for this little station over there. The hitbox is quite high of it, even though the visuals are pretty small. It is 3 full jumps, or the high jumps, slow jumping, slow pressing of the button, and a dash at the end. So slow jumping, dash. You will get pretty good on top of this. I'll let it enabled for now. You turn into the direction of that tower and dash 2 times, 1.5 times, whatever. You can always stop your dashing by shrinking. If it's too far, just shrink. You will stop your dash immediately. Then this is a jump on top of the tower. You need to learn how high it is. It can be pretty annoying. Normally it's enough if you do a normal jump and then some flat jumps until you're up. Be careful, it can be randomly not letting you up. Then you will fall down and you will have to start over. Okay, getting on top of the tower. This is a